Hi rising star people. I don't know, hopefully you've got hopefully you can see us. We want to welcome you to the bottom of the world, and here we are at Fovo Point looking out. This is pretty much, unless you go to Stewart Island, the furthest most people will ever come. That's Stirling Point just over there, and we've walked round the headland a bit. So coming here was a goal of mine. I've had it. This is Mr. Scott. I brought
just a minute. My hat's making my head look big. So I'm just really.
No, your head makes your head look big. So yeah, it was my goal to come here. I've had a goal to come to the southernmost city in the world for quite a while now, and goals are really important because they drive you on. And I knew that if I wanted to make it here, I had to have a reason for Mr. Scott to come, and that reason would have to be Scentsy related. And so I'm just going to check my camera's clean. So I worked super duper hard. We built a team down here thanks to some amazing leaders, Lee, Martina, Jolene, Amy, and Tracy, who have encouraged people of Invercargill to actually join Scentsy. And so we were very lucky to come down and meet everybody last night, and then to fulfill a goal today.
And can I just add
I just 1 second before you add it, because I'll forget. So I want to say, first of all, we started this course by asking you what is your goals, what is your why, and you guys set goals. And I want to say now, 3 weeks into the course, if these goals are not driving you forward, are not making you work hard, and not making you push to get the homeworks done, because I am putting the pressure on you with Melissa. We are saying here's some big works we need to be done. If these are not spurring you guys on, it means your goals are wrong. It doesn't mean there's anything wrong with you. Your goals are just not big enough. They're not hairy enough. They're not exciting enough. So go change them, because you've plenty of time. That's what we do. Will, you're so annoying.
And can I just
having a 3-year-old.
Something? I'm only going to talk about 2 things, and this is one of them.
Will you pack
And then Alexandra is going to tell me to talk about something else, but we've been here. This is our 3rd year in a row, 2nd year in a row. For this is our 3rd time. This is our first time on the South Island. I'd just like to say, if there's any New Zealanders on here, saying that everybody, Kiwis, everybody on here, you have an awesome opportunity. But every time we come here, we see the awesome opportunity to build a great Scentsy business here in New Zealand. So if you're not in New Zealand and you have people in New Zealand, like friends, family, get in touch with them about Scentsy.
Economy is perfect. Your love of home decor is perfect. The price point is just perfect.
The construction industry here is booming.
Attitude is perfect. You have just the better.
I love that. I'm talking and she just can't help but talk over me. But
I smell fabulous.
But one thing we are finding out here in New Zealand, and why it's so strong, is because, no disrespect, you'll probably agree with me if there's any New Zealanders on here, is that there's not much to do in the evening. And a Scentsy party is a great way of getting lots of females together, having lots of fun, chit-chat, and buying awesome products. So that's all I want to say, is if you're in New Zealand, if you have friends in New Zealand, wherever you are, it's an awesome opportunity. But it's also a great opportunity in Australia, France, Spain, the UK, and that's to be done, and I will come back later. She gets jealous because she knows I'll take her.
So, Rising Stars, you should be on chapter 4. Chapter 3 was all about your goals as well. I really want you to reevaluate your goals and your why if it is not working for you. So important you get it right. Why can we talk about chapter 4? We're looking at sales. We need to get the sales right. Why do we need the sales right? Because one of the best ways to bring in team members, and one of the best ways to therefore earn incentives, because if we have a team, we're going to grow, we're going to get those points for promotion, we're going to earn that incentive, all expenses paid trip, with Scott and I on a cruise boat, the Love Boat.
Or
it's
California.
Gonna be, and California, we're going to both. We can see you either one. You can win both if you're in region 2 and 3. The only way you're going to do that is by building a team. Now remember, this is a business opportunity, and therefore, just like you explain and sell and share the Scentsy, you explain and share the business opportunity. Never feel shy about saying to someone, do you want an opportunity to earn more money? I've got this amazing product. I think you'd be perfect to sell this with us. You know, I know that you don't get out much with the kids and stuff these days, but here's a job you could do from home. You're giving an opportunity. It's almost rude if you kept it to yourself. Don't feel guilty for sharing it. You're giving somebody a chance. Like, it's a good thing that you're giving them. It's not a bad thing. It's like thinking Scentsy is a bad thing to be selling. So remember, you're selling, and you sell two different things: the product and the business opportunity. So selling the product, we do that by showing people. I know we can sell online, but this is a people business. It's a party plan. If you live in a place where people want to party all the time, whether it be one person or 5 people's, it doesn't matter how many people you've got, but just get together and you don't necessarily have to call it party. You can call it get together or a gathering or a sip and sniff, or and if you live in a place where people don't want to have parties, I know in Europe it is more difficult, we're not the same culture, then that's okay. Start by being the own host. Start by showing people yourself how you can do it. Yeah? Start by showing them how easy it is. And research different types of parties, like the 3, 4, 5 parties. So that's you get 3 people together, you show 4 products, and it takes about 5 minutes to go through the products. Then you have a cup of tea. 3, 4, 5 party. Those types of things can be done in coffee shops, and they're really easy. Now, Mr. Scott, what is another really good way to sell products? And we do this because this is how we broke in to the Spanish Scentsy market.
Not just broke into the Spanish Scentsy market, but also well, my hat's a bit wonky, guys. Also the Irish market too. And that is via borrow bags. Now, I feel personally that borrow bags are the most powerful tool. Let me sit down so you don't get that sunlight. Are the most powerful tool in your business. Oh my God, I'm clean shaven too. Why do I think they are the most powerful tool in the business? Because it's a product, like Alexandra said. You can't just sit online and sell this. Online parties work well for previous customers and previous party hostess, but Alexandra's looking weird. There's just someone coming, Alexandra, don't worry. But a borrow bag is so powerful because people get to see the product. And if you sell it right, like it's a free obligational trial, everybody wants to take one.
No
okay?
obligational.
No obligational trial. Sorry, I'm still a bit jet lagged here, and we have some visitors coming behind. So get borrow bags out there. Post in your local buy-sell groups. Post as far as you can go with your borrow bags. I know a little story here. We are in a place called Bluff, which is the most southerly part of New Zealand.
And
the world. And we have a consultant, a star director in Queenstown. And she has a consultant in Bluff called Vic. And she met that consultant and committed to her business and she sent a borrow bag down here. And that borrow bag turned into a party. And that party then turned into a consultant. And that's the point I'm trying to get to. Borrow bags are very powerful. They get the product in people's hands, offer the 3 ways to sell a borrow bag. And the 3 ways to sell a borrow bag are, you can give me the cash and you can take that warm away with you, and that's fine. Number 2, you can get free and half price products by hosting a party. And number 3, you can get free and half price products for life and also earn money from this by becoming a consultant. So every time you hand a borrow bag out, use those 3 selling techniques. Yep, some people are just going to say, yep, I just want the warmer. Some people might book a party, and some people will join. And I see so many new team members, and I like to do my market research, so I would go to just say, Alexandra recruit somebody. If I see a new team member come in and I've got a good relationship with their sponsor, I say, how did you get it? How did you recruit them? And 7 times out of 10 they said, well, it first of all started with the borrow bag. So the borrow bag is one of the most powerful selling tools out there. So weekly, you should be getting your borrow bag posts out. We always aim to get 3 to 5 borrow bags out a day, 5 times a week. I understand.
Sit them there as well. I have mine made up, so they're looking at me going, you haven't done any work this week. Get the bags out. Get the bags out.
Yeah, what I told Alexandra is, and Alexandra would be very, I'm a bit chilled out, and Alexandra's a bit of a worrywart. So she's like, oh my God, people might smash my borrow bags. Oh my God. And you know something? Yeah, people might smash your borrow bags. They might come back damaged, but you get far more benefit handing out those borrow bags than them just sitting there hoping that, they're going to walk out your house and say, hey, buy me somebody. So get those borrow bags out there. So I'm going to pass you back over to Alexandra because my voice is going. But have a great week.
So there you go. And Mr. Scott is also going to be offering you guys an opportunity, because we said it's about selling the product and it's about selling the business opportunity. So Mr. Scott He's going to put a post up in a couple of days' time when he knows he's actually got time to do this. And he is going to invite you guys to come along to his mock conversation course, yeah?
I think some people might have done it. I think Nicola Franklin's in this course, yeah. I know Nicola's done
So
it.
if you guys have done it, please make room to... Yeah, you can do it again, but...
And come
you
and
know,
help me. Come and help me.
Yeah. So he's going to offer you that opportunity to learn how to be a successful online recruiter, because when we launched in Australia and New Zealand, I did not know anybody in this country. No one in either country. And yet we still managed to be the recruiters of the most people on day one in Australia. And actually then we repeated that feat in New Zealand.
And, that's
not a shameless brag, that's...
And Spain, and France. No shameless brags there, but I'm just showing you that we like to lead the way.
We like to, the leader knows the way, shows the way, and goes the way. And I do think you guys need to learn that as well. I want you guys to take what we teach you on this course in the Rising Star, and I want you to apply it with your team. If you have one team member, talk to them about borrow bagging. If you have one team member, talk to them about the things you learned from Sarah Rockin' Robbins and her book. You know, take the making of the online leaflet, etc. Show your team how to do that. So Scott's going to invite you on that course as well. As I say, we asked you to make samples up last week. We asked you to start giving them out. We asked you to start collecting information, because giving samples leads to sales. Sales lead to parties. Parties lead to consultants. These things we know can happen. It's like the gospel of Scentsy. So when look at him, he's working his business at the bottom of the earth. We never stop. We do, but
oh my God, we always stop. We always say it's always important to stop and have lots of fun, because you know, as I always say, what's the point of building a business so you can have a great life when you spend all your time in that business? So it's all about balance, guys. Always remember that.
There is no such thing as balance in business. Orville will tell you. It's just you have to put your priorities first. If you prioritize family, put that first, and kind of mix it up. So we asked you to give out samples last week, and makeup samples, and oh my goodness me, I saw some beautiful samples. And you know what, when you're giving out your time and your effort like that, ask for the information. So a good one to say is, you'll find my contact details are on there. Would you mind if I took yours, so I can contact you to offer you special offers, or to my customer appreciation nights when I host them. Even if you don't host them, you can say these things. And try and get their contact details. Ask them to like your you on Facebook so that they can see what you're doing. It helps to build up trust as well. So yeah, definitely we hope you collected those names and those numbers and are giving out those samples. What you give out in samples, you will get back in sales, referrals. You can get it back in recruits. Make sure your details are on absolutely everything, from stuff you sell to stuff you give out. And now, your homeworks. I want you to do 2 things this week, and I might come up with a third later, because I like to push you guys, because this is the Rising Star course. The idea is to become star consultant or higher by the end of this course, and come cruising with Scott and I next summer, or get your Mickey ears, obviously. I don't care which you choose, just make sure you do one of them. I want you to write your list of 100. I want you to drag out, I have a Scentsy book. I do not have it right here with me because I left my bag in the car, but I have a book, a little mini book, and in the front is all my customers' contact details, what they like, what they buy, blah blah blah, and in the back is my sales 1 month to the next month to the next month, so I can track, am I doing my work, how am I doing with my work? And I will show you my Scentsy book on the team page. I want you to get a Scentsy book and get it on the go, and I want you to redo your list of 100, and I want you to mark it. Are they going to be buyers, hosters, joiners? Are they going to be all 3? What do you think that which category are they in? And then over the next week to 2 weeks to 3 weeks, I want you to contact 5 people every day. Follow up with them. Talk to them about the 10% deal. Talk to them about the new catalogue. Offer them a party. Book them in. Talk to them about a borrow bag trial. Do anything you can. Interact with them. It's really important. And then in a minute.
I want you to do some
and then the
borrow bag
other
posting.
thing. Shh.
I want you to do a borrow bag post on a Monday and a Friday, okay? So collect the names. Sorry, Monday and a Thursday. And I want you to collect names for borrow bags every single
and put them on your list of 100, which should always be growing. And your other piece of homework from us, so you've got your list of 100, you've now got your borrow bag posting Mondays and Thursdays forever and a day. The other thing I really want you guys to do is, I would love it if you would take time to do a referral leaflet, and I will try and find examples of mine. customer referrals. You can offer freebies in exchange for referrals, and because you're handing it out, you can offer whatever you like, because it's not an online offer. I offer something for people who refer sales, something for people who refer parties, and something for people who refer joiners. And the other thing is, this happens globally. He walks down the staircase. You're going to end up off the cliff and in the sea. How are you supposed to work with people like this? He's just in the sea now. You now look like you're pooping in the sea. Oh my God. So the other thing I want you to do, customer referral leaflet. And if you're super smart, you will also do what I did. And I made it my thank you leaflet as well. So on the one side I have thank you with my family picture, because it's a family business, and thanking them for their business. So it always goes in with every order. And then on the back I have my referral. So there you go. Seriously, I cannot. I don't know why I asked him to join my business. He's a goofball. So there you go. That is it from us, from the bottom of the earth. We want to say kia ora.
Hasta luego.
Harry Ra. I think that's goodbye. Might be hello. And we're going to continue. Should we go for a little bit more walk? We're going to meet our southerly-most consultant shortly, Vic. She's also the world record holder for opening oysters for females in the whole wide world. So there you go. Little known fact about New Zealand award winners in our Scentsy team. So that's it. That's us. Hasta luego, guapas. Keep being awesome. Keep being rising stars. Ciao.